neighborhood authority on that subject.
Oh, no.
Well, it was a fine party in spite of everything. I think Faith was very pleased.
Oh, she was, wasn't she? Listen, we gotta run. Good night, Roger.
Good night, John.
Good night, Tom.
I think I deserve a party a little bit more than Faith does. I don't know what's so wonderful about getting yourself pregnant. I work, and I work, and I work very hard to be a better person. And what do I get? I don't get anything. I deserve something. I don't get a party. I don't even get to go upstairs and have a drink with all of them. Roger, why do you have to treat me so awful? You want me to take a bath for 3 hours. Oh, I'll make him so sorry. I'll show him.
Delia? What in the name of Delia? It's a tidal wave in here. It's a flood. What are you out of your mind? Delia, there's 2 feet of water in here. There's 2 feet of water everywhere. Delia, the carpet is wet. The floor is soaked. My shoes. My Italian shoes. Delia, if these shoes are ruined, I swear by heaven, I'm gonna break every bone in your body. Now, what in the hell were you trying to prove?
I was sleeping.
With the bathtub running?
No. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I was all alone, and I felt so miserable. And I just felt like I needed a hot bath. And I think I must have cried myself to sleep. Oh, I'm sorry.
You turned my apartment into a tidal basin, and you're sorry?
I don't know what to say.
These shoes cost $120, and now they're full of gardenia bubble bath, and it's gonna take a month for this apartment to dry out. So you better come up with something a little bit better than I'm sorry.
I think I had one of the saddest evenings that I've had in my whole life. Roger, I was all alone, and you were having such a good time upstairs. I don't like being left alone, and I don't like feeling left out. I knew you couldn't wait to get upstairs. So I figured I would just make myself a hot bath. I'd just get a little bit comfortable. And I don't know, I guess I must have cried myself to sleep.
Oh, come off that, Dee.
What?
That's an act.
What?
Poor, demented, defenseless Delia. Look, I've got to warn you, I am tempted to go back in, fill that tub up, and drown you in it.
Go ahead. What difference does it make? Nobody cares about me anyway. I mean, I'm not even good enough to go upstairs and say something wonderful to Faith about being pregnant.
Look, I don't feel sorry for you. You flooded my apartment. I feel sorry for me.
I didn't know you'd take it so hard.
You didn't. No?
Look, don't overreact. You know, I'm usually the one who gets hysterical about little things like this.
You set this up.
No!
You were mad, so you decided to show me what happens when I dare go off and leave you to your own devices for a couple of hours.
No, that isn't so.
You dumped a box of bubble bath in that tub, and then you filled it up with water. Then you came out here and pretended to go to sleep in a fit of misery. What a dumb, destructive, demented thing to do.
You're crazy.
I'm crazy? You cuckoo bird!
Don't you dare call me names!
Delia, did you or did you not set this up?
Yes, I did, okay? I did it on purpose.
To pay me back?
Yes.
Because I went off and left you?
Yes.
Well, very well. You will pay for the cleaning of the carpet, water damages, and buy me a new pair of shoes.
I will do no such thing.
Oh, yes, you will. And furthermore, you will apologize for your neurotic, irresponsible behavior.
No, I would rather die first.
Indeed.
Look, if you're stupid enough to pay $120 for a pair of stupid-looking Italian shoes, then you deserve to have them all wet.
I want you, Promise, to clean up this place and pay for it, to get me a new pair of shoes and apologize right now or else.
Or else what?
You pack your bags and you're out of here in 15 minutes.
You wouldn't do that.
Oh, yes, I would.
No, you don't mean that.
Oh, yes, I do.
Why, just because of a couple of bubbles?
Damn straight.
Roger, that's ridiculous.
On the contrary.
Why?
Because you have to learn to be responsible for your actions.
I was responsible. I said I did it on purpose.
That is not enough.
Okay, well, I'm not paying $120 of my hard-earned money. I have to risk my life for that money for a pair of pointy Italian shoes.
Then start packing.
I will not.
All right. I will put your stuff in the hall.
Don't you touch my stuff.
Then start packing.
Okay, look, I'm not stupid enough to stay someplace that I'm not wanted, okay?
Early in the morning, is it?
Yeah, I got a delivery in the morning, 8 o'clock.
Oh, dear. Hello there, Siobhan.
Hi. How was the party?
Well, a mixed blessing.
Faith got a little at the hospital, and Pat decided to walk her home. Right into a darkened room full of all of us. And Tom, of course.
How did Tom feel about that?
Well, it wasn't so much how he felt. It was how he behaved under the circumstances. I think he handled it very well, don't you, dear?
And Pat had the good sense to leave in a quick hurry, so that eased the situation a little bit.
The bed is calling me. Good night, darling.
Night.
See you.
Yeah.
Daddy,
Yes, sweetheart.
could you stay for a few minutes?
Sure.
I had some time to myself tonight to sort things out.
Yeah?
And I've been thinking maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
What?
Coming home.
Oh, no.
Coming home to stay, I mean. And maybe I just ought to head out to Australia.
Don't do that. Look, it's not for me to tell a grown daughter of mine what to do with her life, you understand?
Heaven forbid.
But it does seem to me you're not giving the situation much of a chance.
It isn't working, Dad. I don't see the use of dragging things out. Mary's upset. Mother's mad. What's the use of pretending things are going to get better?
Not a matter of pretending.
All right. Why not just accept the fact that it's about 20 years too late for Mary and I to get along together? And Mother can't help feeling the way she does about Mary and the way she does about me. So if we accept that, why shouldn't I just cut my losses and get out of here now?
I don't think I can argue with you, darling. But I have to tell you that your mother loves you. Your sister loves you. She does love you, darling, or otherwise she'd find it easier to ignore you. And I love you. We all want you home.
It was good till that last sentence.
Now, look, sweetheart. In your opinion, do you think your sister Mary's the kind of person who faces up to situations, or would she rather avoid a fight?
Mary?
Yeah, she's a born fighter.
Yeah, you
right?
might say.
Well, then, given a choice, don't you think she'd rather work things out with you than avoid the problem?
In theory. In fact, it would all be a lot less painful if I just packed my things and left.
Well, is that what you want?
No.
Well, then stay, darling. Come on.
And make a lot of trouble?
What are you talking about, trouble? You seem to be saying that this family can't stand a few arguments between you and your sister about Frank or about the dog. Sweetheart, that's not trouble. That's business as usual. That's life. Seems to me Australia is an awful long way to run, Siobhan.
I'm not running.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to do what would be kindest for you and me and Mother and Mary.
Well, then stay a while.
I want to.
Well, then you think about it. Believe me. I'll see you in the morning, right?
Right.
Lady, for heaven's sake, will you please go in and talk to her? She's saying she wants to go to Australia.
Australia? She means it? I wasn't taking that seriously.
Well, she seems to think that she's worrying you, she's making trouble with Mary. I don't want her to go, darling.
Neither do I, John.
Well, then will you please tell her that? What's the matter?
It's foolish, but I'm afraid I say something wrong. Ugh, sad, really. How did we ever get ourselves in such a confusing state? Siobhan, come here. Come on. Come on, dear.
Ma.
Oh. Ma, you haven't called me that since you were 2 years old. Hmm? What's all this nonsense about Australia? Hmm? I mean, I can't believe that you have to go that far away to make peace between your sister Mary and yourself. Darling, I love you. I don't want you to be going that far away. And certainly not in anger or out of some strange idea that you don't belong here. I mean, a great adventure, that's something else, but I don't get the feeling that you're in search of new worlds to conquer.
No. It's an alternative.
To what? To the trouble with Mary? And to the feeling that your mother doesn't always see eye to eye with you in things?
To the feeling that my mother...
Go on.
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
No. You won't. It's best if you speak what's on your mind.
Sometimes I get the feeling that you've only got one daughter. And it isn't Kathleen and it isn't me.
Well,
I can't tell what you're thinking, Ma.
I was just thinking. It wasn't easy being Siobhan at the end of the line. Her little legs had to be longer than anyone else's. And her baby hands had to be stronger. And her voice louder, and her will more determined than anybody else her age. And I was thinking, you're so special to me, darling. My last born, the littlest of mine. And I guess I'm feeling guilty because you only got the scraps of time, really. No big concerted effort from your father and me. Especially me. But you had something else.
What?
I enjoyed you more. I always had a great sense with you that the things that we shared would be the last for me as a mother. No more babes to put to my breast to nurse. The last first tooth. The last first day at school. And the last time I'd be called to Sister Annunciate's office. Because one of my children were on the verge of being expelled.
She never did it, though.
No, well, her bark was worse than her bite. But all those things, they were so precious to me because they were the last. I remember standing over you when you were asleep in that little iron bed of yours and saying a different kind of prayer for you than I said for any of the others.
What was that?
I prayed not for courage or patience or perseverance. I was very big on that in the early days.
Yeah.
No, I prayed that my little girl would know joy and that she'd love herself as God and her father and I did and still do. Now, tell me. Tell me, what can I do to make things better?
I don't know. I really don't think it's up to you, Ma.
Oh, it's up to all of us. Come on. I tell you what I'll do. I'll say a prayer for patience, for me. And I'll talk to Mary.
Oh, don't, please.
Why? Why not?
I'd really rather you didn't, because I don't want her to think I was talking bad about her behind her back to you.
No, it won't be that kind of conversation. Trust me, darling. And I'll try very hard to get to know and appreciate Finn McCool.
Hey, do you want me to find a home for him?
No. Heavens, it would break your father's heart. But in return, you have to do something for me. You have to promise that you'll postpone any of your plans about Australia for a little while.
Yeah. Thanks for this, Ma.
Oh, Siobhan, how could you not know that I love you?
Okay. I love you, too.
You know something, Roger? You are a selfish person. I hope when I leave here you are lonesome and miserable.
Yeah, miserable, but dry.
Oh, right, dry. That's the important thing, isn't it?
Delia, it's a matter of principle.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Although I am willing to admit that my usual impeccable manners deserted me in the face of the flood, I am also willing to go back again and politely ask you to pay for the cleaning bill, replace my shoes, and say you're sorry.
And?
And we'll forget the whole thing.
Oh, not in your life. Oh, no, it's too late.
Too late for what?
To apologize.
I'm not apologizing to you. You're not the injured party.
Then how come my feelings are hurt?
Delia.
You know, Roger, you can't talk this way to me and then expect me to forget about it. Now, I am a free and independent person. Now, I do have some pride. I'm not going to stay where I'm not wanted.
All right, Delia. Just suit yourself.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm getting out of here. Thank you very much for everything. I hope I never see you again.
Yeah, well, likewise. All right, now, where do you think you're going to go this time of night anyway, huh?
What's it to you?
I'm not coming after you.
Well, who's asking you to?
Look, if you leave this house, The only way you're coming back is on your own steam. I am not chasing you. I am not helping you, and I'm not bailing you out ever again.
Okay, fine, fine. Listen, I don't want to listen to anyone else anymore. I am a free and independent person. I must start being free and independent, and you're going to be very sorry.
On the contrary, Delia, I'm going to be relieved.
Okay, it's good that we understand each other. Goodbye, Walter.
Goodbye.
Now what do I do? All I know is I would die before I ever stepped foot in Roger Coleridge's house again.
Sometimes it's sugar, sometimes it's spice, but breakfast in bed is always satisfying. Every weekend, get your fill with back-to-back episodes of Beverly Hills 90210 and One Tree Hill. Breakfast in bed, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday, only on SoapNet.